Hi everyone, it's Lynnea here for Trinity Stamps, and I have a sneak peek for you of two products that are going to be hitting the Trinity Stamps shop on the 18th of this month. So here is the A-7 Snowflake frame. This is a die set, and I have cut that out of white cardstock, and also included in the die set is this inlaid rectangle piece. So you can cut this out of the center of that snowflake frame and create a shaker card, but I chose to just die cut it separately, and the die creates an embossed edge. So not only does it cut the rectangle, but there is an embossed line around the outside too, which is a really classy feature. I cut this out of pink cardstock because I knew that I wanted to create a pink snowflake card. That's something that I do every single winter, is create a pink snowflake card, and I just thought this one would be really pretty with some ink blending in the middle. But I always say you don't need to work super hard at the ink blending. So I'm going to start with some colored cardstock, just this light pink colored cardstock. And then I'm using some dark pink and then a medium pink ink. And now it looks like I put a whole lot of work into creating this gradient effect, when really it only took me about 45 seconds to do. I wanted to really play up that snowflake feature, so I grabbed a silver shimmer watercolor, and I'm just going to flick some of that onto this pink background, and that's going to create a snowflake effect. Anywhere where I might have missed a dot or two, I'm just going to go into my paintbrush and dot that in individually. And then I am also going to grab my A-7 snowflake frame die cut, and I'm going to use a hot pink shimmer watercolor and flick on some pink around that white frame, and that's just going to liven that up a little bit. Now, any of the dots that I get in the center of that frame aren't really going to show a whole lot, so I'm concentrating on making sure I get that around the outside. I have created an A7 sized card base, so that's 5 by 7. I cut a piece of cardstock down to 7 inches by 10 inches and scored at 5 inches to create a top folding card. And I'm just going to use some liquid adhesive around the edge and tiny little dots on the snowflakes of that A7 snowflake frame die, and glue that onto my pink card base. I added some foam tape behind my ink blended panel, and I will pop that up right in the center of that snowflake frame. You could glue this flat if you wanted to, but I thought a little bit of dimension would look nice, so I added that foam tape behind there. So here you can see all that shimmer from that shimmer watercolor, as well as the detail of that snowflake frame peeking out in front of that pink card base. Included in that A7 snowflake frame die set is this word snow and much and some snowflakes. So I die cut those from white cardstock. This thanks is another sneak peek from the Simply Sentimental Thanks die set. So I went ahead and die cut all these pieces from white cardstock, and I'm just going to play around with my placement in that rectangle in the center of my snowflake frame. I die cut a bunch of those snowflakes, and I'm just going to position these here and there all around, and I ended up using 2 of each one. There are 3 different kinds of snowflakes, kind of a small, medium, large, but each one of them has a different shape, which I love. Every snowflake is unique, so I like when die sets have unique snowflakes. I die cut a whole bunch more of my sentiments. I was going to try to add tiny strips of foam tape behind my sentiments, but these sentiments really are quite intricate, and I didn't want to fuss that much, so I went ahead and just die cut 3 additional pieces, so a total of 4 heavyweight white cardstock pieces, and I'm just going to use my liquid adhesive and stack these up. And that's going to create more of a dimensional chipboard piece so that I don't have to fuss with foam tape. Then I'll just use my liquid adhesive and adhere these to the front of my card. I started with that word much to make sure that that's centered and where I want that to be, and then I'm going to put the snow on top and the thanks below, so it says snow much thanks. I debated whether I wanted it to say thanks snow much, but I wanted to have that much in the middle. Since the snow and the thanks are similar fonts, I thought it just looked better to the eye that way. And here is my finished card. I absolutely love both of these new products, the A7 Snowflake Frame and the Simply Sentimental Thanks die set. Remember that both of these and the rest of the entire release from Trinity Stamps will be available in the Trinity Stamps store on November 18th. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Coming up on the screen are a couple more videos that I thought you might like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.